Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. My name is Ash, and I'm here with a review of Solasta, Crown of the Magister, Lightbringers Edition on PlayStation 5. Now, this released onto the PlayStation Store on March the 6th, 2024. Now, it's previously been out on PC and Xbox One and Xbox Series X and S for a couple of years, but it's now landed on PlayStation with the Lightbringers Edition, which includes not only the base game but all of the lovely DLC included. Now, Solasta, Crown of the Magister is a role-playing video game, and it's from developer and publisher Tactical Adventures, who were kind enough to send me a copy for this video. Now, this is based on 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons, so it uses that rule system, and if you've ever played a D&D game, you'll know what to expect. Now, it features turn-based combat and tactical role-playing, and imagine Baldur's Gate, but there's a more of a focus on the combat and the dungeons over like story. I found with this one there's a lot less like narrative to it. It's much more jump in and play. Now, how this works is just like any D&D, you create a party. So you can create a party of up to 4 adventures, and you can use pre-made characters or you can create your own. And I quite like the character creator. You can go quite in depth with it, mix and match to your heart's content. Now, one thing I will say is, with the core release of the game, just the Crowns of the Magister, there was a limited amount of races. However, included in the Lightbringers edition are extra races and classes and stuff like that as well, which is nice. Now, you create your party and then you'll basically do campaigns. Now, the original game's campaign featured about a 40-hour campaign, which is pretty awesome. Like I say, the Crown of the Magister is a 40-hour plus campaign. From levels 1 to 12 for D&D players, you'll level up as you progress. And it starts you off at the beginning and you progress through it, which is really cool. You basically go through the Badlands in search of ancient artifacts to stand against a mysterious threat. Now, there's tons of content there. You can also play this co-op with up to 4 players as well, which is awesome. So much better with friends, I must admit. Um, on top of that, there's also the other DLC. So there's Palace of Ice, which has a level 10 to 16 campaign, and there's also Lost Valley, which is a standalone level 1 to 12 campaign as well. Now, on top of that, there's Barbarian, Druid classes, Warlock, Bard, and Monk classes, and a whole host of other things. So there's so much content. There's hours and hours and hours and hours of content in this game. Now, if you didn't like the sort of turn-based, grid-based style gameplay found in like Baldur's Gate, where you can only move so far and stuff like that, you may not like this one. However, this one is, I feel, is a lot more to the point than Baldur's Gate. It's like you're in the dungeons, you're doing the stories and stuff like that, and you're basically working your way through these dungeons with your party, progressing, getting bigger and better, getting XP, leveling up. It literally feels like playing a D&D, but without as much narrative to it. That's how I would explain it. Now, on top of that, there also is a custom campaign sort of section where you can play new custom campaigns that you can download from the community, which is amazing. And this is what gives this game a lot of replayability over and over, being able to play more and more. That there's a lot there anyway, like just the core actual game release, there's tons of content. But then being able to go in and play all this custom content just makes endless possibilities, really. It's really, really cool. And honestly, they've done a good job of it. Graphically, it doesn't look amazing. Like, it's not going to blow you away. You got to think this game is from about 4 years ago, 3, 4 years ago now it came out. So it's showing its age a little bit, but it still looks fantastic. And honestly, I'm surprised I've not heard about it sooner. Like I said, I didn't even know it was out on Xbox. I may have to get it on Xbox so we can play it as a party maybe and do a stream. That'd be really cool. But I might even do a stream on my own playing it on PS5. Now it will take you a little while to get into it before you like get into combat and everything like that, because there's a lot of like build up at the beginning. You've got your character creation, getting into the story and stuff like that. You do interact with NPCs as well, and all of your party have their own personalities and like unique responses that they can give to these NPCs, which is cool. And they do sort of talk between each other in the party as well. Now, gameplay wise, it's pretty solid. It's also available, like I say, on PC and on Xbox. On PC, it is playable on a Steam Deck. However, I probably wouldn't recommend it. I think it'd be too small handheld to play on it. On PS5, you can pick up the core game for $24.99, or you can pick up the Lightbringers Edition, which includes the core game, Crown of the Magister, Lost Valley, Palace of Ice, Primal Calling, Inner Strength, and the supporter pack for $49.99. And I think that's a fantastic bundle. Not only do you get like all the extra characters, the extra classes, these updates also include all of the like free updates that were also added into the game as well, including like increased level caps, new customizations. Like you can now skip the tutorial. I recommend the tutorial, but if you've done it once, you don't have to do it again, thankfully. Improved town exteriors and stuff like that in the dungeon maker and stuff on the PC version. And it's awesome. I think it's really good. I feel like there's a lot to do here. There's a lot of content, and if you're a D&D fan, I think you'll get a kick out of this. This one feels more like D&D to me in terms of like playing it on a table than things like Baldur's Gate, which use the same sort of rule set, but it feels more like an RPG game, whereas this feels more like actually playing D&D with friends. Like you've got it on the table, you're watching the pieces move along the little dungeons and stuff like that. And I feel like it'll get unfairly judged compared to games like Baldur's Gate, but honestly, it's really good, well worth playing, guys. I had an absolute ton of fun with it. But anyway, guys, hit that like button, hit subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Let me know if there's any other RPG games you'd like to see me play, because I'm always interested in trying something new. But until next time, guys, thanks for watching.